Stealth ATF for the NES came out in 1989, and first impressions? Correct! The music kicks ass. Now when I say music, I really mean about all 3 tracks in the game, but hey, you can't have too much of a good thing, right? Just keep your playtime small, and sadly, no, not just because of the music. Now, since there's basically no story, let's just get to the gameplay. Unlike every other combat flight simulator I found on the NES, and there's actually a few, you actually control your takeoff and landings in this one. And yes, you can die. Once you're up in the air, it's your mission to take out all enemy aircraft, and if they're right in front of you, it's not so hard. But once they've flown past you, thanks to the dodgy controls, it's incredibly hard to initiate a dogfight. Luckily, the creators of this game noticed that as well, but instead of fixing the controls, which would have been much preferred, I think, they came up with another genius solution. Now, that big fat black box in the middle with the V in it, that's your radar. Watch that very carefully. Right, now, see that? Either the Middle East is in fact a tiny planet that we circle once every minute or so, or the enemies can teleport back in front of you. Which makes sense for them, since they can only kill you when they're facing you. Honorable bad guys, or what? Now, that pause in the game happened because I just pushed select. Instead of listening to the funky NES sounds, you can choose to listen to the engine of your stealth fighter. Music back on, please. If you kill all the enemies in a level without getting hurt, you're rewarded with 5 or so more bad guys to kill in a certain time limit. I can't tell you what you get if you do that, because quite simply, I can't do it. So my final thoughts on Stealth ATF? Yeah. The second title in this video is called Ultimate Air Combat. And this is a game I've heard no one talk about, and that's a damn shame, because it's super cool to be a fighter pilot in the 90s. Yeah. Righty-o then. See the guy who looks suspiciously like Kim Jong-il in an admiral's uniform? That's General Guano. The guy in the blue suit telling us what to do is Cliff Stormtrain. In Ultimate Air Combat, you have a choice between 3 different aircraft: the F-14 Tomcat, the F-18 Hornet, and the Harrier, or as I like to call it, Pivoting Death! Once you've selected your aircraft and armaments, it's time to hit the skies. There are 2 main parts to each mission: the flight there, in which you'll encounter a number of enemy aircraft which you have to destroy to proceed, and then a rather interesting bombing section, but we'll get to that in a minute. The controls here are superb, accurate and responsive, exactly what you want in a flying game. The AI is smart enough to cause problems later on, and when they do, it's not just a case of bang bang you're dead either. You'll sustain damage that hinders your radar and turning ability, making it significantly harder to not only reach the next stage of your mission, but also finish it. One thing I have noticed that's wrong with this part of the mission is it's impossible to crash. You can get shot down fine, but you can't make yourself crash. You can fly down for ages and ages and ages, and all it does is beep at you to pull up. Now I want you to go back in time and imagine you're 8 years old. And you know, it's around the time this game came out, because this bit is cool. Nice, huh? This blew my mind when I was young. I used to play the game just for these bits of the levels, and I didn't even own it. I'd go to a friend's house and play his copy. Now, basically what's going on is you've got a set number of targets to destroy and a handy little arrow that tells you where to find them, top left. A nice feature of the Harrier, one I mentioned earlier, is the fact that you can just hover. That's right, just hover and launch endless missiles and bullets at your enemies. Ah, fun. Now, if you're looking for a combat flight simulator for the NES, go no farther than Ultimate Air Combat.